Welcome to another edition of Monkey Butt Radio live from the Vets on Media Network studios in North Scottsdale. We got a full house tonight. How's it going, Vegas?
It is very full in here.
Yes.
Very full.
This is awesome, and we have people drinking the Donkey Piss tequila.
And I got Valerie Thompson rubbing up against me. So take that.
That was my leg, sorry. Don't be a donkey.
We've got a great show tonight. We've got all sorts of guests.
Yes.
And I think the first thing that we're going to address, aside from your news, well, right after your news, is going to be a recap of the IMS show.
Yeah, well, it came out on a Serial User's blog this morning. Really, it was a shock. Mr. Day from Daytech Frames is shutting down Daytech Frames. The one who made the WC1 and WC2 for Jesse James and a lot of the foremost of all the bike builders for so many years. The custom frame industry, phenomenal frames, is shutting the whole.
Are they going out of business, or are
They're
they voluntarily shutting it down?
They're voluntarily shutting it down. He's going to be going to another venture. I don't remember off the top of my head what the other venture is. He's staying in the industry, but Daytech Frames is going to be no more. Yeah,
that's a big one, without a doubt.
You know, the couple bikes that I've built were built on a Daytech frame, and they're absolutely, from my personal opinion, if you're going to do a frame off build, best in the industry. So, sad day.
That's for sure.
Sad day, but you know, I wish Mr. Day all the best of luck in his future endeavors. Thanks for many years.
Give a reason? Why?
I didn't delve into it. It was. I didn't have a chance to read into it that much. It's been a busy day, but
it's not like illness or anything, is it?
No, not like that. But check out Serial Hughes' blog. It came out today. SerialHughesPost.com. Check it out, and you can read the story for yourself. But one thing is, Jesse James said he's going to be producing both of his frames in-house. So those frames are still going to be going. So
be interested to see.
Yeah. So let's you want to start the recap of the Progressive International Motorcycle Show Phoenix.
Well, the first and probably the biggest event of the whole thing was me getting cheated out of the win on the motorcycle race. Yeah, I do believe I beat you.
Okay.
And of course, Progressive says no.
You ride a geezer glide. That's why you lost.
No.
Yes.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
I got cheated out of the
if you guys went to the saw the Progressive slot car races, the three of us, Scooter, Biggest, and I, put motorcycles on it on the three rails, and
I got cheated.
The former Harley Davidson test rider lost.
I got cheated. That's all it is. But on a good note,
I was faster.
No, on a good note, let's put all that behind us because it's kind of tugging on the heartstrings now. On a good note, I got punched in the face by Dave Pierwitz.
Yes, you did.
That was the highlight of my entire.
And we have it on film.
That was awesome. that made me a very happy man. You had a great interview with Dave.
Yes.
We did a couple of interviews with some products. We had some good results with customer service over at the iSchools booth and at the Mustang Seats booth.
Absolutely.
Both of those treated us really well.
Yes, I was not surprised about Mustang. Their customer service has always been top notch.
Yep.
I was very, very impressed, with when you went over there and talked about the rivet that's broken on your seat and what they offered to do for you.
That's one of our guests, Indy 200.
He can go 200 miles an hour on a pair of inline skates, but a shot of tequila will take the breath away.
That's good stuff right there.
For this, you need an ability.
Yeah. Jesus. But DJ went over there. She was looking for, and we talked about it on the show, a new seat for that little sporty 48 that she's got. She's got her butt sliced back. So the young girl Amy, the Mustang rep at the show, sat down and talked with her for a good 25 minutes or so about the different kind of seats that would best fit her body style and her riding, and then walked over to the Harley exhibit and explained to her what a Mustang seat would look like on her bike, which that's going above and beyond.
Yeah, Amy out there, the rep that was there from Mustang Seat, she was excellent.
Yes.
She made it very comfortable to go up and talk with her. She made it fun.
Yeah.
So kudos to him.
Yeah, she wouldn't take a picture though.
I tried, but you kept getting him away.
But,
Well,
okay.
our guest tonight, you want to introduce our guest?
yes, we have Carla and Judd from Lightning Strike. Judd Smith is the inventor and owner of Lightning Strike. We talked about it, I guess, about a month ago on the show.
Yeah, I believe it was.
About safety devices, and it's an Arizona-based company, and we'll talk to Judd a little bit more about that. But it's
Let's give him a chance to say hello.
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Sorry.
say
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having us, you guys. We appreciate you having us out here
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. We always support a good local product.
Thank you.
And what you've got going on there kind of makes me sing the Chip song in my head.
Right.
Every time I watch that video,
Yeah.
that's all I can do is
Just a little bit different color, you know, but we're here to save some lives and make
Yeah,
everything
I think
happy, the
definitely.
motorcyclist and the car driver.
Yes, that's what it's all about. And Randy from Swish Track, world's finest modular flooring, sitting at the table with us today.
Yay. Where's the crowd?
Got Indy 200 and his manager York. They're from Switzerland.
Yes.
Indy 200 is probably the most insane son of a bitch that I have ever met in my life.
Yeah, he does stuff that I have absolutely no desire to do.
Before the show, we were talking about drifting cars. He's done that before on the mountain roads and racetracks in Switzerland.
Mhm.
Okay, I can understand going straight, but a car that
Understanding this is on inline skates.
Yes,
Hanging,
inline
off,
skates.
hanging off the rear bumper, by the
Yes.
way. Yeah.
yes,
So that cow you just hit, it's hanging off the rear bumper right now.
Yes.
He's the beast.
yes. And who's
Sitting next to
who's
me,
that pretty lady on your left?
this would be 5-time record holder for speed on the land, Valerie Thompson. How are you, Valerie?
I'm great, thank you.
Excellent.
There's my hands up.
Yeah.
She's one of the two on the Beauty and the Beast theme tonight.
Yes.
Of course, Indy would be the Beast.
I would be the beauty.
Yeah, without a doubt. Scooter, are we at the time where we're going to take a break?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to come right back. We'll get to talking with the Lightning Strike guys and get some good knowledge as far as probably one of the coolest safety products I've seen out there.
Yes.
So we'll go to commercial. We'll be right back.
See you in
Thanks for
two.
listening to Monkey Bud.
Hey, welcome back to Monkey Butt Radio. Judd, we were talking actually on the break a little bit. And you were
Hey, Mike,
explaining.
move your microphone around when you turn your head on.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Thank you. I don't have my headset on.
I don't.
It's normally that big then.
Usually don't go this way. Usually just have to look at his ugly face.
Sorry.
So, but Judd, we were talking just a little bit on the break, and you were explaining a little bit about Lightning Strike. You're going to have to talk about it again.
Okay.
Okay.
I will.
Like this is something that you've never wanted to do. I've read a little bit about your website, and we chatted a little bit, and the passion that you have, and the reasoning behind this. Now, everybody, if you want to, as you're watching this, go to lightningstrike.com or get lightningstrike.com. I'm sorry about that. Watch the video there while you're listening to the show or after the show. Get lightningstrike.com. But tell us a little bit about the product and why you developed this.
Okay. Just a moment ago, you had a problem being heard, so you're kind of in a "can you hear me now" world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're in a "can you see me now" world with Lightning Strike. What we're doing is we have discovered that there was obviously a problem with visibility on motorcycles not being seen. Drivers are hitting them, people are turning left in front of motorcycles. So I come from an engineering background, and being a retired engineer, I started riding Harleys, and I immediately noticed that people weren't seeing me.
Is that what retired engineers do? Go out by roads?
Well, you got that or the white ball,
Okay.
the golf ball. I'm not going to do that. So jumped on the bike, and I was like, "Hey, can't you see me? Why can't you see me?" So I looked on the internet for something that would suffice to make me more visible in terms of flashing lights or something, and I couldn't find anything. So I got some lights, started a little experiment, strapped it on the bike. I just disconnected the horn and connected my LED lights to that. So I used my horn button as my on-off switch. As soon as I did that, immediately people were taking notice, and these lights are very bright. So I just had them kind of strapped on, and then I just did that for a couple of weeks, driving around in different scenarios, and people were noticing, stopping. You're not pulling traffic over with these things. That's not the goal. You're not trying to play cop with these things. You're actually trying to be visible to the guy in front of you.
So how does this work?
The way it works is you have a momentary button on your handlebar that is a separate button that we add to any motorcycle. You push that button when you need to, just like a horn. If you think about a horn, it's the same thing, just a visual horn. You hit that button, and the lights will flash to get you noticed. They'll flash forward, so someone coming at you, they will see you. There's no way they can't see you.
Wow.
It works in the daylight. It works extremely well at night, out on the open highway. If someone's passing, coming at you, again, it's a size issue. You're about twice closer than a car when a car's looking at you.
Or even a turn. I mean, coming through a turn is my biggest worry. We live in the desert by Palm Springs, get a lot of elderly people, and they don't see that well.
Right.
And I noticed it with my bike, because I just recently bought a bike, riding down, and that's my biggest threat, is coming up into that area, and especially at night, and I won't drive at night. So I was really curious in the break to talk about it, because that's just one more element of safety. And you see the bikers riding down the side of the road, and they're even in a bike lane. Well, what does it help them if you can't see them? They'll be wearing dark pants, and there's this one guy driving. I've seen him numerous times now going home after work, and he's got this bright flashing light. And I was thinking initially, I said, boy, is that annoying? And I said, boy, is he smart.
Right, because you know,
I would rather be annoying and alive than worry about what anybody else thinks and, have my wife be a widow.
Absolutely, and I agree. I mean, being on the bike, and I didn't know it. If you've never been in a big truck, a big rig, and ridden with those guys, you won't understand why they're flipping you the bird out the side of the window. But when you've ridden with them, I got cousins that ride long haul. It's the same thing. You don't know what it's like on a bike until you've been on it. Many people haven't.
right.
Well, we want to be noticed, but we want to do that in a way that isn't overwhelming. We don't want an airplane light blinding people, because that creates new problems.
And you're an Arizona company.
Yes.
So everything that you've developed for this has basically, because it's our backyard here in Arizona, so the legislation on it being legal, it's okay to put that on your bike here in Arizona. So anybody, the listeners that we have in New Jersey or Colorado, Idaho, you have to check your own, state ordinances and state regulations when it comes to your bike here or there, but make sure that but it's okay here in Arizona.
Right.
That's awesome.
So did you have to lobby for anything as far as any special laws or anything?
No, what we did.
You just worked around what was already existing.
Right.
Going back to my story, once my experiment became, my little test was working, I was certain that the reason I didn't see it is because it might have been illegal in Arizona. Because why wouldn't it have already happened? It just makes too much sense. It's simply brilliant is what it is. And I'll say that. Yeah, I invented it, but that's truly what it is. It's very simple. We started researching the ARS statutes and discovered that there is a statute in there, 28947B, that talks about the legality of auxiliary lighting. And it can be white or amber, certainly not red or blue. If you're a Patriot Guard or somebody doing service work, we can get those for you with your credentials, but you can only use them during service work.
Right.
Once I discovered it was legal, my next stop was the patent attorney.
Yeah.
So we have a patent pending on it.
Smart.
And we're selling them like crazy.
It's awesome.
Excellent.
And we're selling them not only here, but our media coverage is getting everywhere. We've sold them throughout the U.S., Canada, South Africa, Finland. So they're just taking off.
Can a private individual retrofit it themselves? Is it that simple, or do you have to?
If you're handy with tools, our mounting system will accommodate. The challenge is getting the light to mount to a round surface. So you got a flat surface meeting a round surface, and that's where we have all of our work machined to fit different bar diameters, different angles, different. So it's really adaptable to.
What's the most common application that you have right now?
Right now we're in a Harley market. Carla, go ahead.
Most of the time it's on the engine guard or what we don't want to call the crash bars, right? And the farther you have the lights away, the better it is because you get more visibility that way. But we do them on fork mounts. We do them, you know, whatever is right for the bike. We've done trikes, we've done Can-Ams, we've done Hondas, just about, you know,
So
any brand that there
you've
is.
done all the research already. You know, if somebody brings a bike in, you know you can fit it, right? So there's not like some special machine because somebody brings in one
I
particular
might have
type of
trouble
bike.
putting on one on Valerie's bike because that's just so fast.
She outruns lights. That's how she gets to be the light.
But yeah, we can.
fast for
And so we have the patent pending for the bolt-on market and also the future production market. So our goal is,
Excellent.
if large motorcycle manufacturers decide they want to do something like this, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, that would actually,
That's
you know, I'm
some good foresight right there.
oh yeah, I'm thinking of, you know, on the electric lights, it has, you know, your running lights, and being able to have a small underneath that, almost hidden, so it almost being a custom market,
Yeah.
and still look real pretty from the front
Or
end.
you could even have it integrated right into that, any of the lower variants.
Oh yeah.
Just have it
That-
right in
that
there
was
so
our
it's like
goal.
a flush mount. That would be
The
awesome.
light is there's two lights per bike on the front. The light is about the size of a stick of gum. And so
Really?
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
lumens
It's
do you
that
got?
small?
That was going to be my next.
it's
question.
that small, and the mounting system meets that profile. So it's very discreet. When it's off, it's clear. You don't see a red or an orange light sitting there. No, it's just clear. So when you energize it, then it comes to life.
Well, I saw the video, and I honestly, I thought they were as big as a headlight.
Right.
But it just how bright
Yeah,
they
no,
were
these are
off the
very
video.
cool. Our goal is to try to get safety and cool to come together, and we
So
did it.
What's the
See,
what's the
engineers do
lum-
work right.
Yeah.
I'm not always stupid, I'm
What,
telling you.
what kind of luminosity level, lumens or however you're measuring it?
I don't have that right with me, and I apologize.
But it's not overpowering. So at night, it's just basically a really quick strobe, and it only goes off for as long as you're pushing
as
the button.
long as you hold it.
So effectively, it could be extremely bright and not really bother oncoming
Mhm.
traffic as long as you use it responsibly.
Right. Yeah. If you've noticed police vehicles, when you're coming upon a situation where there's a lot of emergency vehicles, it's just it's so bright you almost have to look away.
Right.
We don't want to do that because we don't want to create temporary blindness or other issues. So this is it's a blast to let you know.
Well, how many riders actually ride? I ride with my brights on. I don't know if I'm
All the
upset.
time,
Oh, yeah.
24/7.
I mean, so it's a no-brainer. If you got something which is actually strobing at the time, or the brightness is coming up to warn someone,
Right.
I just see a huge, I'd put it on.
Because now you're dealing with human behavior. You're getting into the psychology of the old predators where you're dealing with magnopathways and movement.
Right.
That the illusion of the light actually looking like it's causing movement with the vehicle. That's
Right.
attracting. And so there's no way you can not pay attention.
Well, sparkles and high heels.
Yep.
Well,
It's always
but there's a lot of movement in those too, you know.
I mean, that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Sparkles
With
high heels.
and heels.
Yes.
My Fisher Louboutin, drew my sparkly helmet
You should have
and
brought your helmet in. That would have been a beautiful look for you tonight.
I brought my smile.
You're waiting a lightning strike on your monkey butt.
I'm actually trying to Facebook right now.
Sorry.
Come on, guys, I gotta concentrate.
No texting. No texting, Valerie. By the way,
No, I'm
Distracted
Facebooking
guests.
you.
texting is something that we all know is a huge, huge problem.
Judd, that is, I have dropped friends. I quit talking to friends because they won't quit texting while driving.
It's not that urgent, people. I mean,
exactly.
I don't see a place for it. The beauty of lightning strike is it will get your peripheral vision. If you're not staring straight out the windshield and you're doing this texting thing, which I wish, if I would love the world if everyone would stop doing that right now.
But it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
People don't realize it's illegal in Phoenix to text while driving.
Right.
And I have people, I ride my bike back and forth to work every day from North Phoenix to Tempe area. Going down to 51 at 5:30 in the morning, I have people drifting over into the HOV lane when there's 4 other lanes.
Right. Yeah. When they're drifting and they look in their side view mirror and they see the lights there, it does get their attention, even more so at night. And the semis, I turn it on when I'm passing semi 100% of the time.
Is it strobe, or is it a big flash and stops? So how does it work?
There's 20 different flash patterns that you can assign to the light.
Oh.
And the light is smart. So you assign the flash pattern on the bench.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, it stays in memory until you install it. And so whatever flash pattern you like.
So it is strobing, it's flashing,
Right.
That's what gathers that attention.
There is even a full-on, non-strobing mode too.
We have to talk after this. I need to get one. I need one of these.
I was going to say we need to talk and see if you want to possibly do a product test with the show, because I happen to have a couple of crash bars that are empty.
Engine guards, people.
Yeah, engine guards.
Yeah.
I have,
We don't like crash bars. We
No.
don't like
Biggest doesn't crash very often, except on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, it goes so slow, according to what you said earlier.
Oh. I'm like,
Get off my show, guys.
I'm like him more every day. No, he was a Harley test rider for many years back in the day when he was younger and slimmer. And he used to tell stories. We'd drink a couple beers and tell stories about getting on a Buell that has inferior brakes because they were testing new braking systems, or on the V-Rod, 100 miles an hour on a brand new V-Rod with no brakes.
Or the Sporties with a sheet of plywood for a seat that you had to ride 300 miles.
There you go.
Absolutely miserable. Well, it seems like you got an excellent product out there. I'd love to see one real time.
Let's do that. We also have a couple other products. We're looking at new products and different things. We have another one called Flashback, where we tie that into your brake line.
Oh, nice.
Your brake wire goes into a relay that flashes a light like that is red, same light but red, and it'll flash for about 3 seconds and then cut off.
And that'll go through your existing brake light?
Correct. So there's no extra switch.
That's
so you hit
cool.
your brake.
Because when I got into this habit riding out at Harley was when I'm pulling up to a place where I know I'm going to make a turn, I give a couple of flashes.
Right.
Because that's what we used to do to signal the guys, because we rode 10 feet apart.
Right.
We're doing 80 miles an hour. So to signal the guy behind you, you gave him a little flash. And I still do that to this day.
It's a good habit to get into because I'll tell you what, a lot of guys will downshift to slow down, and when you do that, guess what? You don't get a brake light.
Yep.
So guys, when you're downshifting, even if you're doing that, and that's cool, to save brakes, feather your brake a little bit to get some attention, because you never know who's not paying attention. Again, the texter or the person's bad eyesight. This thing will get your peripheral attention. If you're looking down, it is a red strobe, and it just blasts at you, and then it shuts off. If we left it on, the guy behind you would probably want to shoot you. It is that bright.
Wow.
Well, like Mike was saying earlier, I prefer them holding out a gun than hit me with a 3-4 ton piece of metal.
You dodge the gun.
But what, could I ask, on a price perspective, what the type of cost?
That's actually what thank you for taking my stealing.
I'm sorry.
Stole mine and
I want one of these.
Randy shows, let him go.
I'll shut up. I'll start speaking Swiss, huh?
Well, actually, yeah. What's the price?
$10 million.
Sold.
I'm serious.
Check, you look at
The kit is $275. That's for 2 lights, 2 mounts, a switch, wiring, and everything you need. If you want to give it a little bling, it's another $20 for a chrome housing on the switch. Most Harley switches and different switches are black. It tends to be pretty satisfactory.
Is that fitted? Is that price fitted, or we come in and have it fitted by you after that, or
We have kits that are already fitted, and if you have an unusual, I just sold to a Moto Guzzi the other day. If you have an unusual application, we have a build your own kit feature on our website, so you could actually create your own kit. So we do have some turnkey kits for street glides, all your baggers, small bikes.
Randy, do you have a smartphone with you?
I do, yeah.
Pull up getlightningstrike.com.
I thought you were going to ask me. For an idiot, you're not bad, right? He's going to get me.
No, getlightningstrike.com, and you can actually check out the video on how bright this thing actually is. I tried to pull it up, but it keeps reverting back to Facebook because Valerie's posting so much.
She's taking over.
I'm Facebooking right now as we speak.
Awesome.
I'm distracted because I'm trying to read over her shoulder.
Is that her shoulder? I'm sorry, that's not her shoulder blades. For you viewers out there.
I would just say one thing, because I'm the lady on the back and on the motorcycle, and really this product, from all the ladies I speak with that do ride on the back, they love it because they're going, we want to get back home to our kids and our grandkids, and and this is just one more way that we can be assured that we're gonna be safe on the road.
Well, they always say peace of mind is worth $1 million.
Oh my God, yeah,
So
yeah.
for $275, you're getting peace of mind. That's pretty damn good.
How much do you pay for a set of mirrors,
Oh, exactly.
right? Set of pipes, backrests.
Oh, yeah.
So this
Oh,
is money.
absolutely.
It's money in the right direction. Carla, my better and prettier half, she has a Facebook page called Babes on Back, and it talks about all kinds of neat stuff. Just a quick little plug for that. So those of you listening, check out Babes on Back, and she's got a lot of cool content in there. Everything from families to safety to what's going on.
Passion,
Oh my gosh.
passion and food.
I'm sorry, I was just watching that video like you said. That's frightening.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it looks like my wife drive one of those cars, actually.
Hey, now.
My own worst enemy.
Don't make me text her
Now,
right
now you understand why, as soon as I saw that video, I was like, okay, we gotta get this guy on.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is an absolutely fantastic product, great idea. Why, like you said, Judd, why hasn't somebody come up with this idea before?
And the answer to that, if you watch Shark Tank, is because they didn't.
Mhm.
Because they.
That's what Lori said.
We are actually, speaking of Shark Tank, we have submitted to Shark Tank. We're waiting to hear from them. I wouldn't mind going direct to Robert Herjavec or one of these guys who's really into speed and racing. Robert Herjavec, you want to
Can I
his
come with?
number?
Can I come with?
There you go.
What are you selling?
Speed.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's illegal here in Arizona.
Not that kind of speed,
Okay.
silly. We're talking about fast speed.
Okay.
Good speed.
Well, I think that your product is probably one of my favorite that I've seen in the last 6 months that has come out. That since we've been doing this show and I've been looking for products to talk about, that one.
The best
I think that's the
safety
one
product.
that really caught my eye and really stuck with me the most, just because it is so practical.
Thank
A lot of
you.
these things are trendy or just fads or something like that. You guys are actually doing something
We're
that's amazing.
Is that actually the lights? If you gotta go online to that, getlightningstrike.com, that's
That's it.
impressive.
yeah.
Are those retrofitted lights or are those actually part of the,
Those are on the engine guard mounts. That's
Wow.
all part of our.
look at that.
Now-
If
now
you
you
haven't
see-
seen it,
Now you understand why I said I thought they
No,
were as big as a
no.
headlight.
no doubt. I mean, plus they're strobing. You're gonna think first thing is, oh, I gotta get out of the way.
Yes,
Or at least they're gonna see you.
yes.
That's the objective.
And we're conditioned to yield to amber or yellow lights. That's why we use that. We could use white, but we just don't pay attention to that. But because these are amber and bright, then our brains go, okay, there's something we've got to be cautioned to
Yeah.
aware of. Or,
Look at
Yeah.
look at
Great
your
idea.
left turn. You'll see left turn flashing arrows,
Yep.
which I think are great.
Yes.
I noticed
Okay.
first on the Mustangs, Ford Mustangs, it has the.
yeah,
Yeah, but you'll see
No,
it at
the street-
intersections.
the street-
Left turn
Yeah, the
arrows on
intersections.
intersections.
Oh, really?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, the blinking yellow.
It's
Right.
basically meaning go when safe.
Mhm.
And it's nice. I like that they're opening that traffic light thing up, because otherwise you got all these people waiting for the green arrow for a left turn. Now they're giving you some freedom to make a choice when it's safe. Love that. That's what amber's all about. People get kind of bored with white. There's so much white out there. White lights, white
The
headlights.
the modulating headlight.
Yeah. I think the modulating headlights are good. I'm glad they shut them off at night. They have to shut them off after sunset. I think that's a good idea.
So can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Where are you gonna be at during Arizona Bike Week?
We are going to be out at Wild Horse Pass.
Okay, good question.
Excellent.
Good answer.
I shall be there also.
That's something that we need to talk about, because it's Arizona Bike Week this year is 3 different venues. I mean, 3 different areas of where it's going to be at. It's not just one anymore. It's spreading out a lot. So
All right. We're going to also have a giveaway. So we will be doing a giveaway at Wild Horse Pass,
Okay.
a raffle ticket kind of thing.
Oh, I'm gonna win.
Okay.
Valerie rides Fat Bob, or
Oh.
Fat Boy.
That Bob. Eileen.
Yeah.
There it is now.
Valerie rides a Fat Boy.
With bling on it from Divas Bling.
Yes.
Thank you.
Go Diva.
Shameless
Go
plug.
Diva.
Shameless plug. But
That's kind of like a selfie photo, you know?
Yeah.
Plug.
but this would work well on your bike too.
Absolutely.
We'll light you up, baby.
Eileen.
That's awesome.
Or did you say Eileen?
Would you like to challenge
Bob?
me to some speed?
Have some more tequila, guys.
Sounds like a party.
So,
Give
Well,
that
that's
baby.
good. GetLightningStrike.com. How long has the company been in business?
We had to wait for patent pending status, so we were chomping at the bit for about 3 months. We've been doing this now for about 6 months. It's
Only
going-
6 months
Yes.
old?
Only 6 months. It's going very well.
Wow.
We also have a Facebook page, so what is it, Facebook, what is it, Carl?
Facebook.com,
Slash
Slash.
Lightning Strike.
Yeah.
Lightning
So
Strike
go
on
to our page,
Facebook.
we got a lot of cool stuff there, events, different things that we do. We're all about the community. This is a human purpose. We're
That's
here
awesome.
to save lives.
That's
That's
awesome.
good, and I think your product's gonna do it.
Yes,
Find out.
and Arizona Riders, it's in Arizona, it's a homegrown product, so definitely check it out on Facebook. GetLightningStrike.com on the internet. Go watch the video. We're going to take 2 minutes, pause for the cause, but during that time, GetLightningStrike.com, and we're going to come back with Beauty and the Beast. We're back in 2.
And you're back with Monkey Butt Radio. This Vegas Mike is still here. All of our guests are still here, and
Yes.
the tequila is going away.
Yes.
So
Slowly
this
but
is
surely.
this is
Well,
a great show
yes,
so far.
it is. Great products. Remember, GetLightningStrike.com. Want to thank Stripper Juice Cleaner and Stripper Juice Brand Cleaner and Polish for being our sponsor. Fuzzy from Oklahoma City was in town this weekend for the show and dropped off some. So guests get a swag.
Nice.
So pass it down. Pass it down.
I want the one that has a bling on the can.
So that's.
I gave you one
Last
yesterday.
one.
Don't I get
Oh
one?
yeah, that was the bling one.
Yeah, I gave you one yesterday.
All right, so everybody gets one but me.
Yeah, Valerie brought her trailer to
One over there.
to the shop yesterday and clean out her trailer.
I've been drinking this stuff. It's a stripper juice. What the hell? You're drinking tequila and I got this.
So enjoy, try it. It's we did a product test recently on it. It's we've been using it for before the show even started. I'm sold. I don't use any other cleaners on my bike.
It works wonders.
Yes.
Without a doubt, works wonders. Cut washing my 06 Street Glide down to about 45 minutes, and I had a year of road grind on that thing, and it went fast. So I was happy.
Do it. You can do it.
Yeah, thanks Valerie.
It wasn't 1 year. It was 2 years. He had 2 years of road grind on his
Most
bike.
likely. I quit counting after the first 6 months or so.
But-
All right, so now we are back, and we are going to be talking with the dynamic duo
This lady.
of the Beauty and the Beast, Valerie
And-
Thompson, and Indy 200. So, guys, how are you tonight?
This guy.
Very good.
How's everything going tonight?
Right.
Good?
Good, very good.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Excellent.
What are you? What are you?
Very,
What are
very,
you?
very good.
It's actually from Switzerland, not Russia.
Yeah.
From Switzerland. Did I say Russia? I didn't say Russia, did I?
Sounds like.
Oh. I was going to say,
You better
words
drink
in my
some more
mouth.
of
So, now, start out with you. Give us a rundown of what you're doing this weekend with Indy 200.
Well, tomorrow, I'm going to put him on the back of my super fast BMW S1000 RR, and we're going to make some test runs down the racetrack, and we'll maybe do a 30-mile, 60-mile pass,
Wait,
80
wait.
miles.
You-
We're just
okay.
going to, get a little used to.
Didn't you
You
say
just said that
fast?
you're going to put him on the back, so he's not
Oh,
going to.
I'm sorry.
He's not
Let
going
me
to
just
be.
let me just say
He's not going to be
something.
riding bitch.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
let me correct this. We made an apparatus at your shop last night, and he's going to be holding on with him in full leathers, helmet, inline skates, and he's going to be putting down the racetrack with me.
So he's going to be hanging on.
Yeah, he's got these special little hand grips, and he's wearing his Swiss Tracks of Barrett Jackson gloves.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh,
Randy.
there we are.
Yep, we got that. He's gonna wear those. I'm gonna wear my professional gear, and
Well, how professional can you be? Is most people are trying to get the monkey off the back, and you're putting one on your butt.
So,
There you go.
is this the first time you guys are trying this together?
yes, our first attempt, our first try, and it should be no problem. He should be like a feather in the back.
Yeah, you think he can keep
You
up
shouldn't
with it?
actually notice he's there, really, right? Pretty
Well,
much.
that's what I'm hoping, because if I give a little bit more throttle each time. He said, he promised me that he would hold up the wheelie so I could do a wheelie halfway down the track.
And we're gonna be there filming it tomorrow, so I wanna see that.
I hope there's
Yeah,
no bloopers.
I'm holding it. We're gonna do it just like we did at the IMS show. We're
B-roll.
just gonna roll it all, and we're gonna cut out the good stuff to show everybody, but all that other stuff will be available.
Could I just jump in on it?
Sure.
And explain how this whole thing came about with this
Yes.
crazy man?
Well, that's what we're gonna get into.
Yeah.
Please tell us.
Next question, that was our next question. Go ahead.
See, I'm reading you. You got to take that writing off before I can read everything coming out.
I'm just gonna put my feet up.
Please don't.
You're much scared.
Please don't. We're not into Swiss cheese right now.
Dude, oh, wow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So I'm at the SEMA show, and we got our booth, and we work directly with Ford, and they had Ford out front. And we do the flooring, we rent it, and we also sell it to commercial as well as residential. And this guy comes by, and we had a media signing with Richard Petty. He came on for an hour and did autographs. And this guy's hanging around, and he's got these damn inline skates. He's sitting up there like 6'8", you know? And I said, what in hell? I'm Swiss. And I said, well, I said, yeah.
That's exactly how he came up.
Yeah, I'm Swiss. And I said, well, good. I said, what are you doing? He goes, this is what I do. And he's in his full gear. So I listened to his story, and I thought, wow, this crazy so-and-so. I said,
You can say it.
You can say it.
yeah, this crazy so-and-so.
I'll say,
He's
you're
taller
not
than I
your
am.
brother.
Yeah, no, that's the frontal lobe.
Yeah.
And so he's standing around. I couldn't get rid of him. And he said that Richard Petty was his idol, and so I said, you know what? We'll introduce you. So we started getting into it, and Richard's crazy as well. So he looks at this guy and he says, yeah, Indy. I'll pull him. And I said, are you serious? And he said, yeah, I'll pull him. So I went up to Charlotte, and we looked at Richard Petty's museum, talked to him about Indy, and he said he'd pull him around the track. And I thought, wow, this would be a great opportunity to get exposure. I said, our logo's red anyway, so if people we got no problem. I can cover for this. I'll put a white cross on his back. And boom.
It's Swiss!
I'm Swiss. I'm dying, but I'm Swiss. So I brought him out to Ford out front, and the Ford guy said, let's do it right here and now in the drifting. And I'm looking at Indy. I said, you can't drift in inline. He said, I'll drift. And so we had it all set up. For obvious reasons, SEMA shut it down because they said we couldn't do it without liability and all that.
Yeah. Repeat that word, please.
Yeah. But at the end, we came down to it, and the idea that I saw was you doing all these reality programs. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it's not ass crazy. There's not a person that I've talked to that doesn't say the guy's nuts. I said, but you know, they have to have that borderline. My dad worked with Evel Knievel. And at that time, when he's going over the Snake River Canyon, and I think he actually pushed the parachute button anyway. So my dad built the ramp, but I think he was scared shitless. He ended up going down it. But I'm thinking, well, why not? You know, Robbie Knievel does this stuff. So I thought about having a video, Indy going around the track. Then the track out here, Motorsports Park, jumped up, and they said they do it. Have him run around that with Valerie. Came to Valerie immediately because she's been out the salt flats. So do a build up to the 200-mile-an-hour world record run. So after this, it's either going to be Kyle Petty, because Kyle jumped in and said he'd do it, and then the next one would be getting with Valerie and hopefully finding a place where she can do a real run for 200 miles an hour.
You know what? I'll block off my street if you guys want to go down my street.
Yeah.
Because that would be cool.
And he lives in a cul-de-sac.
But well, I have a question. Is there a world record right now of pulling behind a motorcycle?
Yes.
What is it?
174 miles per hour.
Who has that?
Me.
So what you're trying to do is break your own world record.
I won't go faster and faster and make this training with Valerie. And maybe in September, so we try the magic 200 miles behind the motorbike.
That's going to
awesome.
be amazing.
You know,
That is just
Hunter
gonna be
Thompson has a quote. It's faster until the thrill of the ride overcomes the fear of death. Okay, you guys are absolutely crazy. This is when you guys were first talking about going faster, go fast, and you doing this. That's the first thing that came to my mind was that Hunter Thompson quote, because I actually have it up on the wall in my office. But it's you've gone 212 miles an hour, 214, right?
No, 212.
Okay, 212. And you're trying to break that again this year. By our conversation yesterday, you want to go 215. That's your goal.
Yes.
Your goal is to go 200.
No, I'm hoping to go over 215, but I'm just setting that as a conservative
It's a goal.
number.
It's a goal.
So Valerie,
Write it down.
what you do is you get Indy behind your bike when you're doing your speed run. Then when you hit 200 miles an hour,
He'll just drop off.
you hit the button he installs on your bike, it flashes the lights at Indy, and he just lets go, and then you can continue on.
I will put that on.
That'll work.
Thank you.
Yeah, you want to push it the last 5 minutes.
Could you put it on Indy's rear end too? Because I'd like to see that. Maybe with a parachute. We'll have another lunar landing.
Andy, can I get that in writing?
No liability.
No liability. Can
So,
I get you to sign my own form?
Well, how did you first start getting into inline skating? How did you start doing this?
I started with this sport before 16 years, and I must make with my sponsors and partners the better stuff. My bearing is a very big problem first, and now we have ceramic bearings, so I have no problem. We have make specially skates with rollerblades for my feet. All this stuff, and the dress, my leather combis. It's very interesting when I can work with my partners, and so it's very funny, my sport, and then I need my sport. I live for my sport. I training also for my sport, and I make my sport in my heart.
That's awesome.
And so it's not a problem. I know what I do.
Yeah.
Tell them about the airbag you have around your neck.
That I thought was cool.
Did you see that?
He was explaining it to me at the show when
Yeah.
we first met that
Yes.
first day, and that's when BMW got on our butts because we were opening all the stuff right there on
Oh,
our
Okay, explain.
That was my
Explain.
fault.
Oh, really?
That was all my fault.
Explain the airbag. Okay, maybe after the show, explain the airbag.
Why did
I stepped on it there. Sorry, guys.
Why did you stand up, Valerie? You were talking about airbags.
Hey, can I just say one thing is that Indy and I, we have something in common. Do you know that I have ceramic bearings too by Worldwide Bearings?
Yeah.
And
I don't got airbags, so this is great.
I really do. Just like
Yeah,
that.
Okay, you can take a look at Indy's website, indi200.com or indi200.us. Take a look at some of the stuff this guy's done. He's got some great sponsors from around the globe. Who's your major sponsor right now?
Tissot.
Tissot?
Swiss watch.
Switch watch.
Yeah.
Can I get one of those watches too?
Not Swiss cheese
Switch watch.
Both are good.
CISSOT.
and Swiss tracks.
Swiss tracks.
And
Swiss.
Yeah.
Already.
Only Swiss.
Yeah.
Swiss
keep
watch.
on Swiss.
Watch.
Swiss Valerie. Swiss Valerie.
Swiss Valerie.
Oh.
I don't see you in Switzerland.
Oh, I will be.
Question would be is if you moved to ceramic bearings, he was with other bearings. What happened when those froze? That's a question I have.
Now, did they freeze or did they just melt the tires?
Yeah, exactly. And then what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Was there like Indy 199, 198?
So, Valerie, tomorrow, when you guys are out there doing your first initial, I guess, union of your attempt here, you're going to be on? Because I haven't been out to that track since they renamed it. Last I saw, it was all Firebird. So you're going to be on the road racing course and not the drag strip.
It's drag strip.
No, we're gonna be on the
You're
drag
gonna
strip.
Oh,
We
okay.
made it-
Yeah.
I made it new.
I wasn't sure on which one you're gonna be on.
Okay, how, are you just gonna be just doing the quarter miles?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
how fast do you think you can do the quarter miles tomorrow?
Mm,
Not as fast, not as fast
well-
as, I mean, you're a champion drag racer as
Right.
well. People don't realize that you've been around the racing circuit for a long time and you have numerous awards. You're just a 5-time land speed record holder, but you're, all Harley drags and everything from back in the day before you started going even faster. How fast do you think you can do the quarter with all in Indy?
We're just gonna we're both professionals, so we're gonna be safe is our number one
Oh,
key.
absolutely.
So we're gonna just make some trial runs and, if we can get up to 150.
100 and what? I didn't hear that.
150, that'll be a good day. But,
So you're gonna get out of third gear then, right?
we're just, yeah, I know. We're just gonna make some, trial runs, put down the racetrack a few times and, just for me to get a feel for it. I might even do a little drifting on them a little bit, But we've got a great communication device. It's called UClear, which they donated to us so we can communicate back and forth. We just need to get that installed
We saw
tomorrow.
I saw that at the IMS this weekend, and I thought it was great. Instead of all the microphone booms and everything
Is that
else,
the one that said
that's-
boom suck or something?
Yes,
like
boom
that?
Yeah, it's
suck.
boomless. It's
Yes.
boomless.
and it's all Bluetooth and everything
Yes.
else. I thought that was great.
Right. And then also if there's a driver behind us, if we're doing a mile or say we are able to do the Bonneville Salt Flats, there's a driver behind and to
They
help
can
us
communicate.
and yes, he can communicate too. So I think it's a 4-way system. So
That's
it's a great technology that we will have for full communication at all times.
So that's UClear. U
U.
and the letter
Yes.
CLEAR. That's awesome. So
I say we need this Euclid, and I can Valerie talk a joke, or I can say Valerie,
Slow down.
there you go.
what is slow down?
Or you hear it.
Oh, we just hit the bullshit button.
I always love
He
it
called me
bullshit.
right. He called me right under the button. Okay, I'll say, can we go faster? You say, fast.
There you go.
Well, I can tell
Yep.
you one thing, I'm excited, and as you're going down the track, if you hear something that sounds like a little 12-year-old girl on the side going, that's probably me.
So,
Just,
If you hear two of them,
it's not a rideability issue.
it's Scooter behind the
it's gonna
camera.
be-
Hey, can we check I have a scooter, YZ, what do you call it, little 50 Honda, or,
It's
CC
a
no.
technical joke, yeah.
yeah, can we do the little scooter first?
That would be cool.
It's already got a hand grip.
I'll pull it.
We
Let
can be the
Scooter
slowest,
drive.
we can be the slowest and then we can be the fastest.
That'd be cool.
Or at least, let's do it in the parking lot. I'll ride you behind me. Let's
Well,
do
you'll
that.
really slow
Yeah,
us
that'll be
down.
fun.
Wow, she just called you fat.
I know she did.
Did not,
See,
but he's already
this is for
slow.
bragging on me last week.
I
Did
think
not, he's already slow.
But I heard you. I'm
Hey,
gonna
do you know
cry.
Doug Haynes?
Valerie Thompson's calling me slow.
Hey, do you know Doug Haynes? He did a Harley Davidson testing.
Doug Haynes?
Yeah, he put on 300 miles in one day.
Oh, yeah, that was regular out there.
That's
Sometimes we
crazy.
hit 5 or 6, just depending on.
And then he had to
what
go home,
cycle.
that was another 300 miles per hour.
Oops.
Oops. 300 miles home.
Well, this is gonna be a great event. It's gonna be fun. Scooter and I will be there. We're gonna put up some videos, once we get it all cleared through George, Indy, and Valerie to say, yeah, that's good. We can put it up. We'll get it up and everybody will get to see this if you can't come out to the event. Come out to the event because it is free admission, correct?
Yeah, right.
Everybody can get in, and just have a good time.
Parking and gate too?
Parking and cake.
No.
That's the Swiss.
This cakes.
Parking and gate, gates
Gate two.
We're gonna be lightning strike fast.
at 2 o'clock
Gate
2
2.
o'clock.
Yes.
8-2 at 2.
afternoon.
2 at 2. So that's awesome. Remember, nd200.us, nd200.com, ValerieThompsonRacing.com, or Facebook page, Facebook.com/Valerie Penn page as well. It's posted on Monkey Butt Radio.
Yep.
And definitely going to link to Lightning Strike.
Can we put that video up
Absolutely.
Can we link to it?
Okay,
You bet.
thank you.
Okay,
Because
appreciate
that one, that's just amazing, that video. You were not,
Oh,
you were
yeah.
not exaggerating one bit.
No.
That's some awesome stuff.
It's lengthy, but it's every bit of it's exciting and knowledgeable.
I had no problem sitting through the whole thing.
So it's
Attention span of
sitting
like
in a
gold.
coffin as well, you know? That
That's
takes
right.
a long time.
Right.
I think it's a great product, and congratulations.
And bring it to Switzerland.
We will.
Well,
It's part of our program in November.
That's
Hey, do you
excellent.
think you can put on his skates?
I'm thinking.
Yes.
I'm my
Yeah, we make-
mind.
we make-
Either that or his
We make a
sunglasses.
strobo show tomorrow.
Right.
He wears two of everything. He wears two pairs of sunglasses, two watches.
Stop there.
The other one's fake.
Well, he's got US time and he's got European time, I guess. Is that right?
So do I understand that tomorrow is your event? It's not time trials, right? It is truly the event.
No, it's practice tomorrow.
It's practice.
It's practice.
Yeah, it's only show. I coming from Switzerland for the first time with Valerie Thompson
Mm-hmm.
for the Beauty and the Beast. Normally I have the world record 11.88 seconds of the quarter mile behind the motorbike.
Okay.
And now I say in Europe, bye bye. The next big world records I want make in USA.
Okay.
And I want starting for the Stars and Stripes, my heart. And so I coming here to USA for starting. And now tomorrow we make a show
Okay.
for TV, for Monkey Butt Radio,
And it's
for
the
our
first,
friends.
it's
Nice.
the first event ever in the States.
So
Yeah.
So to Switzerland you say hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
There you go.
I can say that.
This is absolutely, it's really cool. We're gonna, Michael, our biggest will put up, tomorrow afternoon. Just, your thoughts, post it on the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah,
Your
I'll
thoughts?
put my thoughts, but we won't have the video edited for a couple of days, I'm sure,
Yeah.
once we get back. But it will be up there most likely by the weekend, right, Scooter? Yeah, and it's gonna be cool. No matter.
Scooter's got a real job. That's what it is.
We're looking for a couple grease monkey passes for that event. So if you got any laying around.
Would you like to help me clean my trailer then?
Sure. You cleaned your trailer last night.
Are you
No, did I
talking
see the
mobile
floor?
home?
I have pictures of you cleaning the hose.
When I was at El Mirage, I haven't cleaned it since. It's still so dirty.
And can I have a big thank you to Swiss Tracks, to Randy, and to Trune Inc. Helped me out with the liability. Because this is the big word for us in the United States. First of all, liability, and these guys helping me out with that, and it was a big point.
We've been joking about that.
I've
but-
got to say, yours has been obsessing,
Yes.
put it nicely. About
Well, he's
this
he's the manager.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
that's his
And-
job.
and to-
That's
to-
his
to
job.
let Monkey Butt
Getting
Nation
ready,
know.
yeah.
Let Monkey Butt Nation know that, there's what Indy does, and, our age group grew up with Evel Knievel, jumping trucks and jumping everything. And I have, we all have Evel Knievel scars from back in the day. But being able to do this at a venue without suing somebody in our litigious society now, you have to get insurance and get the liability waivers and things like that. Even a world record holder has to have the paperwork done right. And a lot of insurance companies have really jacked these folks around about doing that. Now, tell us how you got your liability taken care of.
Yeah, it was like Randy and Ray helped me out with that because there's no all the insurance what I want to be in. They said no. One of the big ones, I don't know, K&K, said no about this because it's new. They don't know about this sport, so all get frightened what has happened, and I think we burn that in the asphalt and say or tell them this is makeable. And,
Well,
So
I gotta say-
Swiss Track, Trune Enterprises are the ones that came through for Indy
Yeah.
and Valerie.
Thank
So
you guys
thank
for
you guys for doing
letting
that.
us
Good job, boys.
Without you guys, this wouldn't be happening, and I want to see it.
Yeah.
So,
Can I say me too?
yes.
We're gonna have lots of GoPro footage too, so.
That's absolutely awesome.
I just can't wait to see what his skates look like in my rearview mirror.
I
Oh,
can't-
that's right, I don't have any of those.
I can't wait to see how the GoPro's mounted on his head, what he's looking at.
Monkey
Okay.
grind.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 o'clock tomorrow, gate 2,
At the White Horse Motorsports Park.
Wild Horse Motorsports Park. Look for Biggest and Scooter, hang out with them, watch the Beauty and the Beast, go as fast as they want to go tomorrow. Smiths, thank you so very much for coming here and talking about your product. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Definitely want to see more of it and show Monkey Butt Nation what Lightning Strike is actually doing, and any developments. Keep us informed, and remember, it's a made in America product, so
Right.
support it.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the guests, or
Yes.
to all the guests for
Yes.
coming out and spending your evening
Made
with us.
in Switzerland, but still doing stuff in America. That's awesome.
That's awesome. We're gonna cut out of here. We'll be back next week. Next week's gonna be our cathartic show. We're
Yes.
gonna have any guests. We're just
And-
gonna do it for us.
And we're going to do the product test of the cap rag from this past week or last couple of weeks. So, Bill, check it out. We'll actually do finish the product test and product review of cap rag next week.
And we gotta get out of here. So have a good week, Monkey Butt Nation.
Peace out.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.